Hello, this is Mark Martin again with you to talk about this wonderful science information system, which can start growing up side by side with the technology by introducing more and more the business societies all over the world. Today, I have the pleasure to explore it a little bit more with this topic about data types and their application to business data. After a few research, I've been able to resume that there is a million ways to define data by itself because we can create data with anything like numbers, times, names of employee in a business, police traffic tickets records in Kansas City for the last month. We can create data with all of this kind of informations. Data is useful to evaluate a business life cycle within the time to help make decisions, better decisions. Let's jump in and try to explore a few categories of the data types and determine the application to business data. Once you mention data in business, you have to think about managing information that is flowing up throughout a company. For example, the quantity of information that was generated by or for your business could be very huge, and you will need to store this quantity of information into a database so that you can access it anytime you need. But storing like ton of information to use as data requires some procedures to make it easier to access. Um, Literally, one of the procedures is the classification of information as data type. While each type will have its own set of application and can represent different types of information so that users like analysts or customers can use for certain purposes. I think a subject like that is important to help us better understand the benefit of storing, managing, and using data in business. In fact, Brian Johnson, cited by Korea in 2019 in his book entitled An Introduction to Data, Everything You Need to Know About Artificial Intelligence, Data, and Data Science, declared that it has been proved that a data driven business performs between 5 to 6% better than its competitors. That makes me think about a phrase I've been able to see somewhere which said, technically, where information is considered as power, data provide the accuracy. Let's explore at least three categories of data type here and their application in business actually. We have at first internal data. Internal data is data generated by a company's internal functions. It says that all data that is stored within the company's databases is considered internal data. An example I have for that is numeric data. A business might use numerical data to represent the total number of items sold for a particular product or to calculate the average salary of its employees. The second one is external data. External data is generated outside the company's control. It can range from anything, including like weather forecast. An example, an agriculture company will intensely concerned by weather-related data so they can plan all their strategies accordingly. The third one is data structures. Data structures can be subdivided into two categories: structured data and unstructured data. Structured data, this is one of the simplest popular forms of data. Structured data, simply defined as organized data. Data is considered organized when you can interpret what it means by looking at its structure. One of the very common forms of organized data is data table. Data table is a way of listing the data presented in maybe either rows, columns, or even into a table properly. For instance, assume that you have a grocery store and you list everything, every item in it, like from low prices to higher prices. Your grocery lists are considered structured data. Unstructured data. Unstructured data is the opposite of structured data. This category is defined by its inability to display or to showcase meaningful information just by looking at it. Examples of unstructured data include emails, text message, web page, etc. I think I'm going to stop here. As a reminder, um, we have to admit that we have a digital world leading by data, actually. And it has impacted our lives to an extent where we really cannot deny it anymore. I hope it this video was helpful, even if there is a lot of thing, a lot of thing to say. And here, I just only touched the tip of the iceberg. I wish in another session I will have time to develop on data types like more meticulously. Thanks for watching and take care of you guys. Thank you.